Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how I made this super cute little jewelry holder. I currently just had some rings in it. It's kind of hard to show you like this. Yeah, it's really hard to show you like this. But I will flip the camera around and show you in a second. But it's super cute and it holds my little rings. I've just been using it for that purpose. But let me take the rings out for a moment. But it's super cute and has a little kind of like border too. So you put your rings in it, they won't hopefully, just slide right off. You can also put, your keys or necklace or I guess whatever little trinkets you want to put in here. So yeah, this is what I'm going to be showing you how to make today. Let me show you a different angle of it, and then I'll show you everything that you're going to be needing material-wise. Okay, so this is the kind of close-up view of the dish. Yeah, this is the best I'm gonna get. Also, I'm really sorry my desk is kind of dirty. I did try to clean it, but I've been doing lots of painting recently, so don't mind that, please. But other than that, this is what the dish looks like. I said that already, but yeah, I just have some rings in here, and it's really, I don't know, I really like it. And I think it's super cute for literally anything. So this is what I'm going to be showing you how to make today. So let's get into supplies. I use a little bit of white yarn for the middle. This looks like a really small amount of yarn, but this is all I'm going to be needing. So yeah. And then I am using a cotton yarn, which you don't have to do. It's completely optional. For this one, I used completely acrylic yarn. But I don't have this green color in acrylic yarn, so I'm just going to be using the cotton. And then this is acrylic. So it doesn't really matter what kind of yarn you use. Yeah. I'm going to be using a 5mm crochet hook. I am going to have a darning needle. This is just to sew in ends, or just to sew in yarn tails at the end. Nothing special. A stitch marker, you only need this for the first few rows, but after that, we don't need that. So I guess this is kind of optional, but I use this. And then obviously a pair of scissors. That is everything you're going to be needing, and now we can get started. Okay, so I'm going to first take my color that I'm going to make the little inside part with. So in this case, I'm going with the color white. And I'm going to go ahead and make a magic ring with 6 single crochets in it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And now I'm going to pull my magic ring tight. And put my slip stitch, or not my slip stitch, put my stitch marker on the loop or on my hook. I always confuse what that is called, so don't mind that. Now for our, I guess you could say second row, we're going to do just increases into every single stitch. So into the first stitch, I'm going to put 2 single crochets, and then just keep doing that. So another 2 in the next stitch, and so on. And move my stitch marker up. And now we're just going to do a few increasing rounds until we get to our desired circle, not, I guess, width. I really don't know what I was trying to say there. But for the next row, I'm going to do 1 single crochet and then an increase, and you're going to repeat that. So a single crochet and then an increase, and just do that around. move your stitch marker up. For the next row, I'm going to be doing 2 single crochets, and then into that third stitch, I'm going to do an increase, and just repeat that around. So 2 single crochets, and then third stitch, and increase. Move your stitch marker up, and now we're going to do our last increasing row, and it's going to be 3 single crochets, and then that fourth stitch you're going to do an increase, and repeat that around. So 3 single crochets, fourth stitch, make an increase, and just continue. So I finished that row, and I'm actually going to go ahead and cut my yarn now, and you will no longer need the stitch marker, so you can go ahead and throw that to the side. And now I'm going to grab my new color of yarn. I just have to find the tail of it real quick. Yes, right here. Okay. And now I'm going to, I guess you could say attach it, but what I'm going to do is just pull it through the loop on my hook and make a chain out of that. And you kind of want to grab these 2 pieces of yarn together, because for our next row, we're going to be doing half double crochets into every stitch. So 1 half double crochet into every stitch. So that counts as our chain 1 attaching the new yarn. And now we are going to make a half double crochet. So I'm going to yarn over, go into the loop, and I'm actually going to keep both of these pieces of yarn in my hand while I'm doing that half double crochet, and kind of tuck those pieces of yarn kind of into the stitch that I am making. So I'm going to do that for a few more stitches, just obviously half double crochet, while keeping these 2 ends in the half double crochet. Just to kind of tuck them into the work so they're not noticeable, and we don't have to then sew them in after. So I did about, I don't know, 4 stitches, but I'm just going to leave them now, and we don't have to pay attention to those. They should be secure in the work, and we can snip those pieces later. But now just continue doing half double crochets around this row. And just 1 half double crochet into every stitch. Once you get pretty much to the beginning of your round, just finishing up the round. Once you get back to the beginning, I'm going to find that first half double crochet stitch we made, and I'm going to slip stitch into that one. And that should connect us to the beginning of the next row. So for the next row, we're going to start making kind of like the flower petals. And for that, we're going to start with a chain 1 and then slip stitch back into that same chain we just slip stitch into. And then we're going to single crochet into the next stitch, half double crochet into the next stitch, and then into the next stitch we're going to be doing 5 double crochets. In the next stitch, another half double crochet, a single crochet in the next stitch, and then the next stitch you're going to do a slip stitch. And that is 1 petal so far. So to make the next little bump or petal, you're going to start with a single crochet, then a half double crochet, and then you're going to do 5 double crochets into the same stitch. Then the next stitch you're going to do half double crochet, next stitch single crochet, and then the next stitch you're going to slip stitch. And you're just going to keep repeating that for basically the rest of the round. So I'm going to show you one more time, and then I'm going to do the other 2 off camera. So start with a single crochet, then a half double crochet, 5 double crochets, and then a half double crochet, a single crochet, and a slip stitch. So now I'm going to keep doing that until I get to the end of the round, and then I will show you what to do from there. Okay, so I am at the end of the row, and to finish off, I'm going to go into the first stitch that we did in the beginning of the row, and I'm going to make a slip stitch. And that is the end of the first petal kind of forming row. So now we're going to do the next row, and for that we're going to chain up 1 and again slip stitch back into the same place we just slip stitched in. And then I'm going to single crochet in the next stitch, make 3 half double crochets, so 1 in that stitch, 1 in the next stitch, and then 1 in the third. And then at that top stitch of this, we're going to do 3 half double crochets. And then we're going to do another 3 half double crochets, 1, 2, 3, and then I'm going to single crochet in the next stitch, and then slip stitch, and then repeat. So single crochet, 3 half double crochets, 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to do 3 half double crochets in the same stitch, so 1, 2, 3, 3 half double crochets back down, and then we're going to do a single crochet. It's not going in. Okay, single crochet, slip stitch, and then again single crochet, and so on. So I'm just going to keep repeating this until I get to the beginning, or I guess the end of the row, and I'll show you what to do from there. Alright, I am at the end of my row. My camera zoomed out. I'm at the end of my row, and I'm going to then slip stitch into the first stitch that we made of that round, which is going to be kind of hard because it was a slip stitch, but I'm going to go in and make another slip stitch to finish the row. Oops. Okay, gotta go in. Okay, and now we don't have to worry about making any more of the petal, because now we're just going to be making kind of like the little brim part. So to do that, I'm going to chain 1, and now this is just all single crochets. We don't have to worry about any other stitches, but we're going to go into we're not going to go into the full stitch, but we're going to go into kind of like the front half of it. So if you can kind of see that there's 2 halves, the front and then, or this is the front and this is the back, we're going to be going in only through the front. So if you can kind of tell what I'm doing, just like that. And I'm going to make a single crochet, but just through the front part. Again, just through the front part and make a single crochet. And I'm just going to do that all the way, around. So yeah, pretty simple for this round. But yeah, just go only through the front part. All right, so I finished the row, and now I'm going to slip stitch into that first stitch we made for the round. Chain up 1, and now I'm just going to make 1 single crochet into every stitch. You can go into the full single crochet now, so don't worry about going only through the front or the back of it, and just continue doing single crochets for the entire round. Okay, I finished that row, and now I am just going to slip stitch. I kind of already started the slip stitch, and then I'm going to chain 1, and that is actually it for the pattern. I'm going to go ahead, snip my yarn, grab my darning needle, and I can go ahead and sew this tail in. So I just string it on, and I just kind of go through some of the stitches, like the back of the stitches, to sew in the yarn so it's not noticeable that I even have the end. And then I just snip that. And then these 2 ends that we tucked in earlier, go ahead and snip the excess of those. And then this one, I'm going to go ahead and tuck in just in case, because I don't want that to come undone at all. And I'm just going to tuck it in with the white, or into the white, because that's the color that's going to blend it into the best and not be noticeable. And that is pretty much it. I mean, now you got your little ring kind of basket jewelry holder, but yeah, it's super duper cute, and I hope it was pretty simple to make. I am going to try making a written pattern and put that up on my Ribbler eventually, but yeah, that is it for this pattern, and I hope you guys enjoyed. So let me know what you want to see next, and I'll see you guys soon.